Hi everyone, I'm Wally J, and today we're on Big Gull Lake. We're going to do an overnight kayak camping trip, and with me is my friend Tracy T. She's going to be cooking a vegetarian vegan meal, dehydrated. Wish me luck. Say hi, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Let's get to it. It took us about 45 minutes from the boat launch, and we were taking our time. We also saw a bald eagle on the way, and it's about 3.5 kilometers. We have like this built-in little kind of table, which is nice chest size. It looks like it's an old door, maybe an outhouse door. And this is typical camping etiquette. When the people were done, they didn't use their firewood, they left it there. That's great. We've got this whole beautiful little point. There's a fire pit right there. And a little bench. Tracy's got this big two-man tent, and I got this little coffin type thing. It's a stealthy thing. I wanted to give it a try. And also we set up a hammock right at the point there. So we can either sit down or have a nap or what have you. It's quite nice. And I just got to say, the temperature here is perfect. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's just amazing. Oh. Yeah, Tracy T was just taking pictures too.
Taking selfies.
Hey Trace, so what's for dinner?
Okay.
Explain to us what's happening here.
So this is my friend Jill Bryant's spicy lentil and bulgur meal.
Let's get a look in there, and everything,
yeah, it's all dehydrated. It can, like, this stuff will last for 6 months as it is, and this is a complete meal. So we've got lentils.
No, you didn't dehydrate though, you just got those as
No,
is,
that's
right?
just a bag of lentils. So that's lentils, and I couldn't actually find bulgur. So we've got quinoa, which will just add a little bit of carb, help soak up any extra.
And once again, you didn't have to. That was cheap.
Moisture.
You could just buy it. It is.
Yeah,
But
just
these were the
dumped
things
it out
that
of
you
the bag.
worked on.
This stuff I all dehydrated. So I started. The recipe calls for carrots. I put the carrots in the oven to dehydrate, and when I came back, all except this little tiny bit had burned. So I salvaged what I could, and I will get better at dehydrating. So we just take all the dehydrated stuff and dump it in there. So we've got some carrots. This little teeny tiny bag is an entire sweet potato.
Wow.
Which I'm substituting for the carrots that I burned. So we dump that in.
These, they actually look like chips.
They do. They're kind of tasty too. This is an entire leek.
Wow.
Yeah. Minus the parts that got a little bit burned.
Oops. And the parts that fell.
Okay, yeah, and
we'll salvage those.
yeah, it's a little bit breezy out here. Chuck that in.
Okay.
This is just a package of pre-sliced cremini mushrooms. And I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right, but it's just a package of pre-sliced mushrooms. This is a can of tomato paste, by the way.
Yeah.
Which I think might be a little bit over dehydrated, but yeah, it's not burned. If I try to open it too much, it's gonna fall apart.
Right.
But Jill calls this tomato leather. Oh shit.
That's all right.
Yeah, but it's dry, so you can just,
brush it off. Yeah.
brush the, and your mother always did that with the pot roast when she dropped it on the floor too. So,
Yep.
you always need to eat a peck of dirt before you die.
No.
This is the seasoning mix. So there's in there, cinnamon, paprika, turmeric. Did you bring the nutmeg and the cloves?
No, I forgot those, sorry.
First we need to rehydrate all the dehydrated vegetables.
Right.
So we're just gonna let that sit in the water for half an hour, and then we'll light the fire, we'll get the fire going, get a good bit of coals, we'll put it on, and then we'll put in the quinoa, the lentils, the tomato leather, the spices. We'll add all that stuff, throw it all in the pot, and just simmer it on the fire for half an hour.
Right.
And then it's going to be a huge giant pot of delicious goodness.
I'm looking forward to it.
And Jill made me this.
Right, but you've eaten it before with
And then I went on Amazon and I bought her cookbook. Her what's it called? Wilderness Cooking: A Guide to Good Food on the Trail.
I'll put a link in the description so people are interested in that.
And you can get it on Amazon. It's about $20. It's full of really helpful tips for eating healthy while you're out in the woods, and has a ton of great recipes.
Not only that, it's super light once you dehydrate it. It's easy to carry.
It really is. That
great for kayakers, great for hikers, backpackers.
That entire bag weighed less than half of what a can of beans. So stay tuned. We'll give that half an hour.
Great. Yeah, your camera takes nicer pictures than mine.
Okay. All right. So just in case the other confession got edited out of the final version, I read the recipe after rehydrating, like throwing all the vegetables in, and I was actually supposed to put all the lentils and the tomato leather and spices and everything in. I was supposed to put everything in all at once. So this has all been rehydrating now for about 45 minutes, most of it. And now we're gonna pop it onto the fire, let it boil for half an hour.
So the fire burnt down pretty quickly actually, and got down to these nice coals. And we're using this grill that we found here, that somebody very nicely left, along with a lot of firewood, might I add. Yeah, I know. It's like that. That was the same thing.
Okay, we're bubbling. We were bubbling.
It's great, and it smells so good. So this is step 3, is it, Trace?
Step 3. Okay, so this has been boiling for half an hour. It's looking amazing. Everything is cooked in here. The lentils are cooked. I did stick a spoon in here and taste tested it. The mushrooms are cooked. The sweet potatoes are cooked, but it's still a little bit soupier than it ought to be. You can eat it like this, but that's what the handy dandy bag of quinoa is for. So it's all cooked. That's just, I think a quarter cup. I'm not sure, I'd have to check the recipe. Quarter cup to half a cup of quinoa. We're just gonna stir that into this completely cooked meal. Can you smell that? It smells amazing, even without the cloves and nutmeg that you were supposed to bring me.
Yeah, I forgot.
So we'll just stir the quinoa in there. We've moved it off the direct fire, so it's just kind of simmering now. It's got a slow boil going to it, but we've slid it over to this side to reduce the heat. We'll give that 5 more minutes to let the quinoa absorb the rest of the moisture, and then it is dinner time.
Dinner time, yummy, yummy.
Dinner. All right, so the recipe called for bulgur. I could not find bulgur at the one store that I shopped at. and I didn't have time
Oh.
to look anywhere else. So I tried quinoa. It beefed it up a little bit, but didn't really absorb all the moisture the way the bulgur did when Jill made it for me. But I mean, we've still got.
It still looks great and it smells awesome.
You've still
Oh yeah,
got.
forgive me. I'm holding the light here because it is quite late, and so.
Well, it's actually not even that late. It's just it's late in the season and the sun's gone down and
Well, it's late for
dark
the
earlier.
It's late for the outdoors.
Okay, give that a go. Let me know how you feel about.
All right, I got my spoon. I have to
an
be the lighting man and
the
taste tester at the same time.
And this is a ridiculous amount of food. I really ought to have cut it in half.
Oh,
I
that is
hope
great.
You're hungry. Because
That is
seriously,
lovely.
you're gonna have to keep eating until this is gone. We can't take any of it away with
Oh
us.
no.
Oh my god, that's so much food. Okay, so what's the verdict?
It's awesome. Good camping food.
See how I did. When Jill made this for me, we had biked 50 kilometers with our camping gear strapped to our bikes. We were very tired, very hungry. This was the best meal I had ever eaten in my life at that point.
It's good, eh?
That's not bad.
No, it's pretty good.
I think that pot really would feed a family of 4.
Oh yeah, yeah. We could have.
I may have overpacked.
Well, we wanted to experiment to see if it would do that.
Yep.
Anyways, we're gonna eat this. And keep eating it. So we have a nice.
It's pretty tasty. Not gonna lie.
No, it is good. It's good. It's not, I got a nice slice of garlic here. Awesome. Okay, it's just before 8 in the morning. It was a rough night. My mattress, the air just kind of, my sleeping pad, the air just kind of kept going out of it, and I had to keep blowing it up, and yeah, I didn't sleep very well. There's my tent right there. I don't want to wake Tracy up. I'm gonna maybe go boil some water to start some coffee. Get things going. I didn't sleep a wink. I did try and sleep in the hammock, which you can see right there. It was more comfortable, but colder. So, yeah. Warmer, but uncomfortable. Comfortable, but cold. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get some coffee ready. How's the coffee?
It's really hot, but that's amazing. Is there anything that tastes better than camp coffee?
Maybe not. We're just about to head home soon. There's our kayaks all loaded up. There's Tracy doing something. Got a visitor. Somebody to greet us when we came back. That's Tracy. She of course got here before me because she has a better kayak, and she's also a better kayaker. Well, we made it back. And yeah, we survived. I survived a long paddle. Tracy survived hanging out with me. And
You've driven me to drinking straight out of the box of wine, though.
yeah, I'm having, and I survived a vegetarian, a vegan maybe meal. Is that correct? Was that vegan-y? Yeah. So,
Yeah, that
yes.
a vegan meal.
Thank you so much for joining us. And if you like what you see, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything. It really helps out the channel. So, take care, and we'll see you next time.